We can be fixing ourselves. Good morning. Okay, so I think we need a format. So I think at the beginning I should introduce myself because I just assume the world knows who I am. And then we should introduce you.
Okay.
With a little bit of format. And today I want to come up with a slogan. I think we need some sort of mission statement or slogan or...
For every person you meet, something different?
No, for the show itself.
Okay,
Like that sort of describes why you would want to watch.
Okay.
Like what are we doing? So it's like real life. It's
it's real
authentic.
life.
It's fun. It's I don't
raw.
know. It's raw. It is definitely raw. I want to know about amazing people. I want to know what they do and why they do it. And we have 6 people. Okay, so we have a format now. I decided on the right over here. We're at Shoes, Cup, and Cork again. Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Would you like a glass of water too?
Sure. Thank you.
Not a problem.
We really did this because I like getting lattes
Cheers.
in the morning. Cheers. I know, it's amazing. So I decided in the car on the way over here, everybody told me I needed a format.
Okay.
And so the format, I'm going to start with, hi. And this is live, and it's going to have some sort of meaning behind that. So that's what we need to come up with today.
Okay.
We are raw and live and raw.
We'll think.
Raw bar, raw. I don't know.
I'm not sure yet.
I don't know either. But my name is Gina Tefano, and I am in real estate, so now I can write it off.
Yay!
I'm in real estate in Northern Virginia, run a real estate team, and today we have Alita.
Hi.
She was on before when we couldn't get signal for more than 45 seconds.
Yes.
So,
it was still fun.
Oh my God, it was so much fun. You guys are going to love her. So we decided to have her back now that we are on Shoes Wi-Fi and it works. Thank you. See if you can water.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
The only thing I don't like is I'm not really a fan of this picture.
That's okay. It's not ugly.
No, but
It's not great.
it could be so much better.
Something with color.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or a saying or passion or something.
You could put something over it, like drape something over it.
I thought about that.
That could be your slogan when we figure that out.
Dylan has these sheets that are white with gray polka dots, and I thought that would be a really cool background, but that would clash with my polka dot shirt today.
Well, you would never flash after that.
There you go, because I know.
Exactly. You have to tell your guest as well.
That we have a polka dot backdrop, because you'd be stripes and polka
Yes.
dots, I'd be polka on polka. It would be rough today. That would totally be rough. So I'm grumpy. Let's just start there. Who's here? I see you all coming and going. Number count goes up. Number count goes down. Nobody says hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
They say good morning. Say hi. Alita, tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
I'm an executive assistant for the COO of the company.
That means she's Kim.
I've been doing this for like 10 plus years now.
Are you on the conference circuit right now? Is that why you're traveling all over the place?
I did 2 conferences. Well, actually, 1 conference and then one retreat for our company. And then I was on vacation. And before that, I was just I was doing some training in our Boston office.
Okay.
And then I'll go back to Boston in a month for our board meeting. So yes, I've been traveling.
You've been on, I keep seeing hotel pictures and beaches and all sorts of fun stuff.
The beaches was vacation.
Okay.
Everything else, literally for the last 3 weeks, it's been back-to-back travel. So I had some time in there where I got 4 days on the beach and got a tan and partied like a rock star.
Like, you party like a rock star anyway.
Well, we were celebrating my cousin's birthday.
Okay. Oh, the one who celebrates for a month.
Yes.
Got it.
So it's
still May. Are you still partying?
Oh, absolutely.
When is her actual birthday?
It was the 13th.
Okay, so she should be done.
No, she's not done yet. From the 5th of May to Memorial Day weekend.
It's hers.
It's her. It's all her.
So
But hey,
Cinco de Mayo to Memorial Day is all
but you know,
party.
it gives some fun meaning to May with my brother,
Family.
my brother's birthday.
Oh, you ordered breakfast too?
Yeah, girl, I was hungry. But I mean, I'm not going to eat that now.
Well, you can eat it.
Oh, no, it's fine. They can't see it. But thank you.
No, now because she said that, I have to make everything.
Yeah, of course, right?
There you go.
Minus the bacon because I don't eat bacon. I didn't know if that came with it.
Okay.
I don't eat pork.
You got a biscuit.
Yeah, as soon as I saw biscuits on the menu,
You were
it
done.
was pretty
Are we
much
going to
over.
have to get you some honey too?
No.
You do biscuits and honey?
I do, but no. This will be perfect for me.
So my question, I don't know, maybe they're talking and I can't see it. I feel like I'm talking to myself. It's so sad.
No, but you're not. You're talking to me.
I know. So one of the questions.
Are we sure we're live?
Yeah, we're live.
So
We're
don't
on.
worry.
And people are watching. I see them.
Yeah, so don't worry.
You're a bunch of stalkers.
One comment.
Show yourself. Brandon. Oh.
Oh.
Hi, Brandon. So Brandon is Andrew's age. Andrew's coming to town on Friday. He bought a car yesterday.
Well, and tell him hi, Andrew and Jason.
Oh, those are my kids. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Jason. They don't watch. My kids don't watch.
Well, they're at school, right?
No. Well, Jason, they're both in college. So, well, no,
Oh.
Andrew's pseudo college, like not really college. He's
Okay.
a college dropout who I'm forcing to take classes online because I don't want him to get drafted. I don't know if that would really stop, but
I mean, he's gonna need an education anyway.
yeah.
Unless he does a trade. I mean, it's
Well,
not
he's
like
a
he used to be.
musician, and he's doing okay. He just bought a car yesterday.
I've seen you going to his concerts throughout.
He just bought a car with his own money, all by himself.
Good for
Negotiated
him.
the whole thing. Was like online, looking at Blue Book value, Carfax, like it was
Good
an
for him.
education. So that was pretty cool. But I will tell him you said hello, Brandon. Are you down in South Carolina? South Carolina? I think he's in South Carolina. And tell your mom and dad I said hi too. That's cool. So Andrew bought a car where I got sidetracked. What was I talking about before that? The stalkers.
Oh, we were talking about May and all the
month of
traveling.
May and the parties. You know,
And the beach.
and the beach. I think I'm done. So I made a decision on my Portugal trip
Okay.
that I wasn't going to travel anymore
At
without
all?
my children.
Oh, okay.
Now we went to Chile, but that was booked
Yes.
since like November. So I have these amazing children that would happily. He is in South Carolina. Cool. Who would happily travel with me? And how often do kids want to spend time with their parents?
Yours do?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I should take advantage of that.
Yeah, but it's okay to have an adult trip too.
Yes. But Andrew's 22, so he's like an adult.
Very true.
He's like an adult. Sometimes he's more adult than me.
So what's next on your agenda for traveling?
The only thing I have planned is we have like this family reunion type thing we do in California. It's not even, I've decided now it's tradition because this will be the second one.
Mhm.
I rent a house. So 2 years ago I rented it in Tahoe, and I have a lot of family in Northern California, and we all met in Tahoe.
Okay.
And this year it's Yosemite. So
okay.
in July we're going to Yosemite. And this time, because my kids are grown, they're flying in from all over.
Ah,
And
I'm
we're
going
all
to,
going to Yosemite.
going to Myrtle Beach in July.
Okay.
Should be fun. I've never been there.
I've never been.
It'll be a family trip, so that should be fun.
Mhm. Did you rent the house? And
My aunt did. I don't know much about it, but she invited my mom. My mom invited me, and I was like, okay, well, I'll take some time off work,
that's all
and I'll
she
get to
wrote.
see my cousin and her daughter, so it'll be fun.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Very
I can't
cool.
complain. Life is good. Life is
Mm.
good.
So what else is going on in your world?
A lot's going on. I've been reading a lot.
What you're reading right now?
Survivors, Children of the Holocaust
Okay.
is what I'm reading right
A
now.
little light reading.
Yeah, I couldn't help it. I kept
Mhm.
seeing it pop up on my list of things that it was recommending for me based off of some other things I've selected.
Mhm.
Can't quite figure out where it came from, to be honest with you, because most of my selection of reading is like Gone Girl, Twilight, Hunger Games. And somehow that kept showing
Did you
up.
read what is it? The Meaning? Who is it? Hold please.
Is it Me Before You?
No. It's I think the guy's name is Frank.
Well, I highly recommend Children of the Holocaust. Because a lot of those, I mean, obviously at this point they're all either dying or deceased now
Uh-huh.
at this point because of the time.
Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor E. Frankl.
Nope, I have not read that.
It was about, he was in concentration camp and how he survived through.
Wow.
It's a good book.
And this is children, how they
Right.
survive.
Right.
And one chapter nearly broke, because, I mean, he's 15 years old and he's weighing 70 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I just, it's like you know about what happened back then, but you don't really know until you really read in
Mhm.
depth the words the author put to it, and you're just like, they did what?
I know. Oh, it's
But
nasty.
it's a good book, in a weird way of saying it's a good book.
Mhm.
I did just buy this book, as I mentioned.
Oh,
The
the subtle
Subtle-
art of not giving a fuck.
Yes,
Oh
so
my goodness. So
that's on my list to read too.
We
but
had
I
to
did buy
pick
that.
the winner. I didn't do that in the car ride over here because I was
Okay.
doing other things. But so let's see who was on last week. So your winner is Sherry Brown.
Okay.
We have to give her your book, The Shack.
Yes.
I know. Tell
Awesome
everybody
book.
about your book.
So the Shack, it kind of, I was raised Buddhist, but I also, I have my father's side of the family who is Baptist. So I kind of believe A little bit of both
Okay.
both worlds. I believe in the law of cause and effect, which is Buddhism, but I also lean towards sometimes believing in maybe there's a higher power.
Right.
And so this book was about a family who's on vacation, and their daughter is kidnapped and killed.
Right.
And the father receives a letter from the shack in which his daughter was killed in.
This is where you lose me. Like,
Yes.
so I'm listening to this whole book, and it's like a case of Criminal Minds or something.
Yes.
And I had it on Audible, and I'm all into it, and then you lost me right there. And I tried. I really,
Yes.
because I think that's the...
Well, the question becomes is if you were to receive that letter, would you actually go? And you would think it was a setup, but he goes. And what it turns out is...
Well, and it's years and years later, too. It's not...
No, I
wasn't it
think
a
it's
couple
just,
years later?
like a couple weeks
Okay.
later.
Oh, weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember it was years.
And then what happens is you find out that letter is actually, because the world changes. He goes there, and then he's walking the grounds. The world changes, becomes this beautiful place. And he ends up being introduced to the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, or Holy Spirit. And it's how he conversates with them about you're supposed to be protecting my child.
Right.
So it's all the questions that are asked when something bad happens, and you question faith. It's exactly what he's doing. And then how he comes to terms with the loss of his daughter and reconnecting with his faith. So it's actually I recommend it. It's a very good book.
It sounds like a good ending. I never got there, though.
Well, no good ending when you lose your child, but I guess as good as it can be by being able to see her
Find
one more
peace.
time and find peace. And
I posted a video I saw the other day about a gentleman whose son died like 4 hours after their birthday party. Like, he wasn't sick, it was sudden, they didn't say how, but and they were all just like, and he thought about it, and it's like to truly be happy, not to just have fun, because our world has confused the two. Like, you only think you're happy if you're having fun, but if you're out having fun and you're partying and you're doing this and you're doing that, you're just escaping. You're like getting high, whether you're getting high, but it's a high. Fun is a high. And that nobody's really happy. They're not just like happy and accepting of their life. And he said, so this happened. And he thought, what can I do? What can I, if I cry and I'm miserable for the next, he's not going to bring my son back. Whatever I do, my son is not coming back.
Nope.
So all I can do is try to make every day just a little bit better than the day before. I have to be able to accept that. And then I will be happy again. But it's just the whole, like his words were so much better than mine. But that whole concept that, no matter what I do, he's not coming back. Yeah. It's sobering. It was kind of like, but to hear him say that and you're like, oh, and I'm upset because I can't walk. And you don't have your son. Like, it's kind of like.
Yeah, but we're not supposed to compare either. We all have our pain within our lives, and yeah, this pain hurts. That pain hurts. Pain, no matter what, it hurts.
Yeah.
So I don't like. So sometimes people do that whole comparison thing, and I'm just looking at them like, okay, what was your point in that?
When I first got diagnosed, I had a pretty crappy childhood. We can just call a spade a spade.
You had mentioned that.
Is there Baileys in that coffee? No, this is a chai. It had a pretty shape on it. No Baileys today. I did have Baileys in my chai the other day, though, because my hip hurt and I wanted to.
Did it help?
No.
Okay.
And it didn't really taste all that good either.
Yeah, well, I'm not a drinker, so.
Chai and Baileys. Don't do it. I don't care how Irish you are. Yeah, no, it didn't work. I tried, though.
Maybe Kahlua?
Maybe. I like my coconut milk in my chai.
There you go.
Stick with what
Doesn't do anything for pain, though, but I get it.
But where was I? Oh, so when I was first, I had like the crappy childhood. I got over it, and then I had this picture perfect life, like on the outside. Like I had the white picket fence and the beach house and the kids and the this and the that, and from the outside it looked perfect. I had what everybody strives for, and when I got diagnosed, the way people looked at me changed, the way people acted around me changed, and I was so mad. Like, don't give me your mercy look. Don't give me your pity look. I don't want it. I don't need it. Take it away.
People don't know how to respond sometimes.
No. But I had such a shift because other people, like, you'd get that. That was, like, one typical reaction. And then there were the gossip people. I hated that, too. But the other reaction where people would start to open up about them, like, and tell me their story. And you're like, oh, my God, I had no idea. I had no idea. And that's sort of, I
Mhm.
check your text. Hold, please.
Okay.
Aww. So she's drinking hers. I bet there's Bailey's in hers. Just saying. I know you. So everybody has their thing, and we don't talk about it, and that's crap. I mean, that's just total crap, because the people that I could talk to, and like just this morning, before we had this up and running, she was giving me hints on things I could try. I was actually Googling surgery this morning. You know, I'm in so much pain, and it won't go away, and I've exhausted medical routes. I've tried diet. I've tried, and I have success, but it's at some point, it's obviously I haven't hit the root cause, because it's not going. You know, I'm not able to treat it. And but if I don't have those conversations with people,
How do you
I
learn?
wouldn't know what to try.
Exactly.
I wouldn't know what to do. So when I got my PhD in Google, I start by reading, you know, the real shit, you know, like what's like a doctor's
Absolutely.
version, or a PhD, or one of the papers,
Just don't
or
read
whiteboards.
WebMD. Everything leads to death on that site.
Yeah, no. WebMD is too superficial.
I'm just like, okay, so this leads to death too?
I know. We're going to die. We all. I have a cough, and that means I have 3 weeks left to live.
Not literally.
Right. No, but that's WebMD. And put your symptoms in, and it comes back up. It's like the death clock. You know, that website, you can go online and it tells you how long you have to live. Yeah, that's WebMD. But I go, and then from there, I take that information and I hunt down the message boards.
Yes.
There are message boards for everything. And those are the people that know. They're the ones in the trenches. They're the ones who have tried A, B, C, or D. And you read enough of those, and you will truly understand what's going on. I almost think they should have doctors read message boards, you know? Because then they understand. Like, it's truly, it's like hundreds of case studies, thousands of case studies right there.
And maybe some do. We don't know.
Yeah.
You know, there's some that strive off information, and there's some who just, they
know.
know.
Yeah.
So it all just depends on who we get.
Yeah. But
Out-of-the-box thinkers.
Maybe that's what we should call the show.
Out-of-the-box thinkers?
Out of the box.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Live, out of the box. Out of the box live?
I like that.
Which way?
Do
Which
people
way?
like that?
Good morning, Lori. How are you, sweetie? Live out of the box.
Or think out loud.
Well, Life Out Loud, LOL, is what.
Isn't that your...
That's my blog.
That could go too, actually.
That would match. Life Out Loud. I just think it's so important to have these conversations and just see where things go. And, oh, I got little love hearts. That is what makes me happy. You guys want to know? I'm a simple girl. Click the little heart, and I see them float across the screen, and it makes me super, super
I like
happy.
that too when it does it on my phone.
I'm not going to lie. When I'm not watching a video, I'm like this. Because I like watching the thing go
Yes.
over the top. It makes me super, super happy. So I don't know. That's out of the box.
I like
Life
it.
Out
Life
Loud.
Out Loud.
You like Life Out Loud better?
I like both. Let's see what the listeners
Pull
say.
the audience.
Exactly.
Pull the audience. Do you like Life Out Loud? Out of the box.
And one of the things I recommended while we were talking about your pain, so that they will know, is I recommended cryogenics. I thought maybe that would, or cryotherapy. Yeah, I thought maybe that would help.
I know Nikki, I don't know if you're watching this morning. I think she did it. I think Nikki Ryan did it.
Okay. It's definitely freezing.
Well, that whole Wim Hof thing. Do you know Wim Hof? You like out of the box.
Ah, okay.
Or smash that box.
No, because when I think of smash, I think of some of the ghetto
It's
talk
too negative.
people.
Okay.
Well, no, not that. I think how guys are like, yeah, I want to smash that. And that's for some reason what
We're
comes
not
to mind.
smashing.
Yeah.
There's no smashing here.
And maybe
There's
that's just
zero smashing here.
growing up around here, which is what they used to say. So that's just like no.
No. No. Okay, so we're not smashing.
No.
Out of the box. Out of the box works. Yeah. Lori, do you like out of the box better than Life Out Loud, which is also LOL, which I kind of like. Live Out Loud.
Oh, we have another
Out of the box.
Out of the box. I
think we have a
I
winner.
think the audience has spoken.
Okay. Out of the box. Gina Tamano.
There we go.
Northern Virginia real estate agent, so this is tax deductible.
That's awesome.
That's also true. See, the real things are the best. Okay, so books. We were on the subtle art of not giving a fuck. You have not cracked that book open yet?
No, because I started the Holocaust one.
Okay,
and
you're in the Holocaust.
When I just finished everything, because that movie.
What's everything?
Well, that movie comes out tomorrow. So whenever I want to see a movie based off a book, I gotta read the book first.
Okay.
I was determined to do. It's an okay book, not one of the best. I think the movie's gonna be better.
Okay.
But it's a teenage book. It's a simple one. She can't go outside ever because apparently she's allergic to the world, like the Bubble Boy, which we probably all know about.
So she couldn't come out of the box.
No, but it turns out, I don't want to say it turns out, but she meets a guy who moves in next door to her. She thought they communicate through the window and instant message, and she decides he's worth the risk to go outside. So it was an easy read. I read it in a day and a half.
Okay.
Just because I was like, this movie comes out on Friday. And
You
at
gotta
some
read
point
it.
this weekend I will see it. So I knocked that book out.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's not the best book. But I think
Didn't really. No big ahas. Wow.
no, but I think the movie will be adorable. And then I like the girl because she played Rue in the Hunger Games.
Okay.
The little mixed girl with the big fluffy hair. Well, either way.
I live in a bubble.
Okay, well, I'm all over the movie circuit. So
Okay, so you
I
can
was
keep
like,
us
well,
up to
I
date.
have to see this.
There you go.
So that's why I read it.
I'm reading. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to change my life.
Okay.
It is changing. It has already changed my life. I picked it up last weekend. I'm just about done. I have maybe a chapter or two left. Now, this is not going to come as a shock to anybody else, but it was to me. I'm a raging codependent.
Oh, girl, I've read those books.
Codependent no more?
Yeah, I just finished that like 3 months ago.
Did it not change your life? Like, I don't even have a boundary if I tried.
Yeah, it's kind of turned me into a slight capital B a little bit.
No, it's not a capital B. I think that's,
it's turned me into it a little bit because what I realized is let's see how I can word this. I'm there for like I'll go over and beyond for people that I care about. But at some point you have to realize that it's not helping them, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, like royally enabling. But so there's subtle enabling. Like, I get the royally enabling. You know, like you're constantly rescuing people and you're constantly, like, I get that.
That's what I was doing.
Oh.
So it's, like I said, it's kind of turned me into a B because I'm sitting up here like, you have the same issues I have. Why are you bothering me with this? And I don't mean it in a rude way. It's just more of, I had to take a step back because it was mentally draining me consistently.
So I saw this thing like a week or two ago. Here's your day. Here's your life. Here's your energy. You know, and you put this much into you put this much into your family or your relationships, and you put this much into work. When one of these is out of balance, you know, it shrinks everything else because this stays the same. This stays the same. So if you're all caught up in someone's drama, then you're not taking care of yourself, and maybe you're still doing your job, you know, but then you get sick, so then you have to devote more time to you, and then less time to your job, but then you lose your job. And then the stress, like, it's just, you have to keep them in balance. You absolutely. So you can handle small stresses and, you know, like you can take some of other people's issues, but they're not your issues.
Well, the one thing I learned is no is a complete sentence. I do not need to explain anymore why I don't want to do this. Like, you know what? No. Sorry, but no.
Well, so the biggest thing that I like to fix things. I see potential. I like to make the best of everything and always give a second chance and always hope for the best. And but in doing that, I will kill myself to try. I want things more than other people want them for themselves.
Hence why I'm single. What you just exactly said is some strange reason people who need to be fixed flock to me. And I guess I shouldn't say maybe need to be fixed because it's not my job to fix anyone, but I see someone, I'm attracted to them, and I find out they have all these issues, and I'm like, oh, well, maybe I can fix this. I don't need a project.
I know. I was just going to say, we all love a good project.
It's like, I don't need a project when it comes to a man. I have my life together. Can you have your life together? And can we just mesh well?
From your lips to God's ears.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I'm sitting up here like, you know what? No. You live at home with your mommy? Oh, no, this is not going to work. You need...
You're 35 and live at home.
Exactly.
Now. Go
I'm
away.
here like, why aren't you out of your mom's house yet? Why are you focused on this and not this?
So that's kind of, as a mama, raising my boys, when they hit, I don't know, like 15, they start making mistakes. You know, like they push. Kids love boundaries, but they also love to push them. And
they like discipline too.
Yes. So maybe he was 16. Dylan was a baby. I was nursing Dylan. So I'm upstairs at like 2 a.m. nursing Dylan. Andrew's, I'm going to rat you out, Andrew. Andrew's door was closed. I assumed he was in there because he was in there when I went to sleep. My phone starts blowing up at like 2 a.m. It's Andrew. Well, and some random number that I wasn't picking up that turned out to be the Fairfax County Police.
Oh, I've done that.
Issues equal drama, headaches. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so
Very
done.
well said.
I'm so done. So it turned out to be Fairfax County Police. I wasn't answering it because I'm nursing my like 2-month-old baby in the middle of the night. Not happening.
I can't tell you how many times I haven't answered calls I don't know, and they've been the police.
We'll restart. Okay, you are not allowed to restart my computer right now. Go away. And then I get Andrew sending me these frantic texts. You can tell he's like, I effed up, royally, blah, 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 blah. And I am just like, I don't, it's memory's fuzzy. It was a rough time. I don't really remember. But he shows up. The police end up bringing him home. And now it's probably like 3 or 4 a.m. And the officer has the whole thing written up. And he says, it's already written up when he shows up. And he says, normally this would be a night in jail. They were pool hopping. They broke into some community pool. They had alcohol. They were teenagers, I'm like, you're lucky you didn't die. Drunk kids jumping in a swimming pool,
Absolutely.
And for his friend's birthday, I'm like, oh, that's great. So for his birthday, you give him a record. Awesome.
Did he learn from his
Thinking
mistake?
outside the box, he did. But I think what it really came down to is as the officer was there, with the paper and the whole, he's like, normally this is a night in jail, but we'll release him to you. I said, did you already write it up? Like, that's my first step. So he's my son. I will protect him. If it's not written up, I'm going to talk you out of doing it. And he's like, no, it's already, it's already. I'm like, then take him.
Oh, wow.
Take him. Don't do me any favors. Like, these are his consequences for what he did. And Andrew looked at me with pretty much the same look you just gave me, like, you want me to go to jail? And I'm like, don't do me any favors. I mean, they didn't take him back, but I'm like, don't. No.
My mom said something similar. I don't remember which brother it was at the time, but she had made it clear. She's like, well, next time call the police on him.
Exactly.
And I was like, go ahead, Mom. And that's not an easy thing for you guys
and
to
it's
say.
not mean, though. That's the nice thing to do,
And
because there are consequences for your behavior. And if I rescue you when you're 15 and I rescue you when you're 16, you're never going to learn, and then you'll be 35 and doing something really terrible.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to raise a kid that always needs people rescuing them.
At the same time, it can't be easy for you guys have to see that and say that, too.
Oh, no, because your first instinct is to protect. It's to... I can remember, here's another one on instincts and parenting. Andrew, I'm ratting you out again. Good thing you bought a car. You got kudos at the beginning of the show, because this is another bad Andrew story. He dislocated his brother's arm. So when Jason was like 2, Andrew was 5, or 3 and 6, something like that. They didn't necessarily always like each other. And
siblings.
Yeah, and he literally just walked past his younger brother sitting on the couch and pulled him off by the arm and dislocated his shoulder or elbow or something. We had to go to the hospital, this whole thing. But when it first happened, this is my baby, so I'm going to my baby, and I want to destroy my other baby for her. Like, I had these, like, I want to kill you, but you're mine too. I can't do that. Like,
love-hate relationship.
I know, and my brain just couldn't process, because the same amount of protection I had over the one, I also have for the other, but that's the one that's the, the bullseye of my whatever distress at the moment. Oh, kids will kill you. I could remember, I was just freaking out over that. But no, they turned out okay. I'm claiming a win on both of them.
They turned out great.
I'm claiming a win. Dylan's still up in the air, but
your kids are fine.
Andrew he bought a car. You have no idea how excited I am.
And they're not breaking the laws.
No loan.
They're doing good.
Saved his money and bought a car.
Good for him.
All by himself. My baby bought a car. Yeah. Someday I'll get him off my cell phone plan too.
Baby steps. Baby steps to being independent.
At 22, I was a parent.
Yeah, my mom was a parent at 23. She had me at 23.
Are you the oldest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I have none. No children.
Is she waiting with bated breath?
I think my mom would love to have grandchildren, but right now she's got a grand dog. So we're good with that. Because I want, if I'm going to do the kid thing, it needs to be with a husband.
Mhm.
Single mother is not the route I want to go. So
I have mixed feelings about that. I'm not gonna lie. Then you have to share them.
Yes, but here's my thought process is, it would be great to have two parents in the household to raise
Yes.
a family together, two
Mhm.
incomes in the household. This is
Mhm.
an expensive area.
I know, and you were dying to get out of your house too.
Yes. Don't get me wrong, I love my house, but I want a house with land.
I know.
want my
You're in a
chicken.
condo?
I'm in a condo. It's a 2-level condo, and I love it. And I'm blessed because it's the second place I've owned. So I'm very much blessed, and I don't want to take away from that.
Right.
It's just, my heart is I want something with like 2 or 3 acres so I can get some chickens, preferably something that has 2 master suites, one with a master suite on the main level because my mom's getting older, and it would be great to have her in the house with me.
Mhm.
And then I could be upstairs.
Does your mom own?
No, she rents.
She rents.
She used to own. She rent when she took the job down in the government
Mhm.
in Maryland. She
Mhm.
just rented.
Okay.
So she would like to own again.
She's
She's
just
just
buy it together.
That's what we've talked about.
Okay.
It's more of a question of, I don't want to say this on the air, but I don't want my brother to live with me.
Got
I
it.
said it anyway, but I just
Yeah.
So right now he needs to be self-sufficient first.
Before you would go into bed with your mother because she
'Cause
has
he
that
stays
whole
with her.
mama take care. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, ideally, yes, I would like her to be with me as she keeps, getting
age,
older.
yeah.
And she's great. She's got a lot of energy.
Yeah. No, your mom's sweet.
Absolutely. But
Is
things
your
are
mom
changing.
watching? Hi.
I don't know if my mom's watching, but things are changing, and I would like her to be closer to me.
Mhm.
So that's. But I think maybe it's going to happen when she retires. I'm not sure.
How many years left?
I think 5, but I would like for it to happen sooner than that,
Mm-hmm.
just because I don't like her being out there by herself. I just don't like it.
Mhm.
And I'm not
She has good neighbors though. I've met her neighbors.
Yeah, she has great neighbors. I'm not gonna knock them at all.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not Ashburn.
Right.
And yes, I am a little stuck up when it comes to Ashburn. I'm sitting there feeling like,
Yeah.
you're moving to where? That's not Ashburn. I was like,
Cashburn.
That's not
We
even
call it
Loudoun County.
Cashburn.
Can we just stick with Loudoun County, please?
Get back in the state.
Exactly. Get back in the state. So, I don't know. Maybe the Aldi area where they're building a lot of. At least they're still cheaper than Ashburn.
They're a little less expensive. Or you can go out like Clark or Frederick. Then you're pretty
That's
far
not
out.
Ashburn.
No, that's not.
It's maybe Round Hill or Purcellville. That's still Loudoun County.
You'll take Loudon. Okay.
Loudon is where I want to stay.
Okay.
Which is interesting because for so long, my mom moved us from D.C. For so long, I always thought I wanted to get out of Loudoun County. I'm like, no, I want out. I want to go to Texas. I was like, because it's warm and it's the home of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm like, I got to go there.
Oh, a Cowboys fan. If my
It's like-
sister watches this, she's going to be so excited.
It's also Javon's favorite team.
Okay.
So I'm going to stick with that team too.
Okay.
But, yeah, I attempted the whole Texas thing for a month.
Mm-hmm.
I probably didn't give it a fair shot, but I wasn't staying. I came home.
You moved to Texas for a month?
Yeah, girl, and came home.
Well, that's, did you have a job lined up?
Yeah, I was working remotely because we were building out a new office space, and I was like, yeah, I'm going home. I came home, bought a new house.
When I moved from, you sold your house and moved to Texas. Like, this was
Yeah,
legit.
and I had all my stuff in storage because I was going to buy a house out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I'm not fond of change, and I'm reading about that. Like, I just did that whole DISC assessment.
Oh, what are you?
Stability.
So, yeah, you're S&C. You have to be for your job.
Yes. And
With a fair amount of I?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I just cannot, I don't want to say I cannot. I can change if I want to change. There are certain things about me that I just think are wired. I like to stay in my comfort zone. My comfort zone is Loudoun County. I know where everything is. My friends are here. A lot of my family has moved from New York to the surrounding area.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just kind of like, I ain't going nowhere.
Oh, you're the S&C. So, I am all D and I. I don't even think
I
I
can
have
see
S
dominant.
or C.
Okay. Yeah, you would think that there was some dominant there. It is in my personal life.
Uh-huh.
When it comes to, like, my friends, I can quick to tell you what to do. I'm like, no, you know you should not be doing this. But I'm really not that dominant.
Okay, so you pushed to do that. No, so did you do the one that showed you the two, how you act at work and how you act at home? Like
I
there's two
did
or
the
your
MB
natural style and your,
I did the MBIT, or
Okay.
the MBTI, and then the DISC.
okay. I know the
Um,
DISC really well. I don't know the other one.
The DISC I just recently learned at the employee retreat, and I'm
Mhm.
just stability. I have a little bit of the I and a little bit of the C. But
Okay.
mostly my dot was the stability.
So I'm 99D, 99I, and I'm like single digits S and C.
Okay, and then I'm an introvert. Was part of the MBTI.
Oh, that's your like IJT whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm an introvert, feeling, and I forget the other two. I was like, oh, that fits.
I would never peg you as an introvert.
See, when I know you and I'm comfortable, I can be an extrovert. But right off the bat, I'm quiet and I'm observing my surroundings. I'm uncomfortable.
Okay.
So sometimes I break out in panic attacks because I don't like being around people I
Do
don't
you
know.
really?
I had one at our executive retreat for work.
Do
it
you
was
really?
And I know those people.
How do you cope? Like I went through one period of my life where I got panic attacks and it was awful.
Yeah.
I don't know how, and I mean there was so much going on at the time. It makes sense now, hindsight, but I can't imagine living with that like as a possibility.
Well, I know where it is I should and shouldn't be, but with this particular situation, it was we were in a small room. And we were all supposed to be sitting down to eat dinner together. Ceilings were low because it was an old building. It was extremely loud. I was sitting in the corner, and there was really nowhere to go. And I freaked out. I just freaked out. I don't like that. And even though those are my coworkers and I know them,
I can't even imagine.
I don't
so what
want to
happened?
be crowded. I started hyperventilating. I started shaking. I started crying. I got up. I mean, and when I knew it was coming, so I got up and walked away. And I was doing the rubber band trick.
What's the rubber band trick?
Popping my
okay
so that I could get out of it. Trying to think positive. I started scratching my skin, which is never good. And I was like, that's it. I have to go back to the hotel. But this is just too much. Because, I mean, you're downstairs at 7 a.m. You're then at dinner. You're not getting back to your room until 10 or 11 o'clock. So the whole time.
So what goes through your head before it happens? Like what?
I don't really know what went through my head before it happened. I can't tell you on that one. It just happened. And once it kind of starts, I can't get it to stop.
The spiral, yeah.
It just spiraled out of control. And what I learned is one reason I know I'm an introvert. It's exhausting being around people.
Oh, it's exhausting anyway. So I think I'll go back to you have this much energy. You know, I have not been sleeping. I've been waking up in the middle of the night. My sleep is terrible. I'm in a ton of pain. And yesterday I had like a 16-hour day. And I dropped Dylan off. I get to the first place and I was taking a class from Keller Williams. I used to work with Keller. Hi, Keller people. Hi, Marcia. Marcia has an event tonight, right?
Oh.
I think her event's tonight.
What's her event?
She does doTERRA oils. And she really knows them. Like she runs a little spa out of her basement. She does great facials.
I just recently, maybe the last 6 months, started learning about oils. I do like them.
Deep Blue helps a lot for
the back muscles. I use that one.
There you go.
And I love peppermint. Best thing to open up the airways.
Peppermint. I started putting lemon in my laundry when I do my sheets.
I have not done that. You like it?
It smells very pretty.
I like lavender too.
Okay. I did the lemon because it has whatchamacallit. Yes, please come on over. Yes. So she has it. She's in Loudon Valley, right?
I'm in Loudon Valley.
You have to go.
Yes, I need to know what time and where.
Marcia, please invite Alita to your event tonight because you guys are neighbors and I didn't know that.
I will definitely come.
Yeah, she's in Loudon. I think she's Loudon Valley. And so what was I saying? Oh, the lemon. It has some antibacterial properties and things like that. So the sheets, we Airbnb the basement when the kids aren't there. And I'm like, this will be, A, it'll smell nice, and B, I can get everyone's heebie-jeebies off my stuff. Like, that was why I did it.
Well, you know, there's an article recently about how hospitals are starting to use essential oils to disinfect. And I was like, So I want to now learn what oils do that.
Right.
I'm one of those people that love scent when it comes to cleaning, but scent doesn't mean it's disinfecting.
It's clean, right.
So I go for something that's
and then
orange
it's all the
or lemon.
chemicals
Exactly.
And,
So I would love to be able to get the scent, but also know that it's not full of chemicals.
Well, okay, what I'm going to ask you, Marcia, and maybe somebody knows who's listening, Dylan is allergic to mosquito bites. And when I say allergic, like his first mosquito bite, I literally took him to the ER. I didn't know it was a mosquito bite. I thought he had like some massive growth. Or, like they get huge.
Okay.
Huge with a Y, Kim. And they make fun of how I say that word. She's like, there's an H in that word. Like, I don't care. But they get really, really big. And we were at a Still Brave event, childhood cancer last year, and he got bit, and it starts like immediately, and I'm like, oh gosh, I have to get the Benadryl, let's go in the car, let's protect you, blah, 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 blah. And this mom had this mix of oils. She's like, try that, like she saw me freaking out because I know that the poor child's going to be miserable. It's going to, it's going to be huge. She needs Benadryl. We need to control this. And she's like, try this. And it was a blend. She put it on. It went down almost immediately.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was all natural, all, like no chemicals, no, because Benadryl's nasty. My oldest son
It knocks me out.
Andrew
like
has a negative reaction to it. He will actually have like night terrors and
Oh, wow.
hallucinations from Benadryl.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not worth
It's
that.
like a weird percentage. But
No.
so knowing that they all have the same DNA, I'm like, I'm always hesitant. Like, are one of the other kids going to do the same thing he does, Like, I don't really want you to. Andrew thought the world was poor Andrew. All these are Andrew stories today.
That's okay.
And they're not the best. Like, and then he thought the world was going to blow up, and he couldn't wake up, and he was crying. Yeah. So I don't know. So there's doTERRA oils.
Well, I will ask her if I get the invite. I will ask her. I'm like, hey, do you know what that concoction is? I also have an essential oils book that I can look up
She
in.
gave her phone number too.
Awesome.
Terra Shield, lavender, and Maluka.
Oh,
Huh.
I do not. All I have is the lavender one. Good to know.
Good to know.
Heck yeah. Will you text me? Okay.
Yes.
Does she want me to text her or you to text her?
We can both text.
Okay.
We'll both text you.
We'll both text you.
Anybody who's watching who wants to go learn about oils tonight can text you.
Yeah.
You just published your number.
I was doing lemon yesterday
Lemon?
in my house.
Oh, in the
Just 'cause
house.
I just love the way it smells.
I know.
Everything smells so fresh.
See, so the house, because we were just in Chile for 10 days, and while we were gone, the house starts to smell like a vacant house. Like you come back in and it like has stale cat food smell, and you're just like, and I don't like turning, do you turn the heat? Do you turn the air conditioning? I can't even figure out what to do the last week and a half. So I had the windows open, and that helped. That aired the house out like over the weekend, but I had to close it down yesterday. It was too hot.
It was orange. My mom texted me. It was an orange day.
Code Orange in May.
Yeah.
Good
But
to know.
But it felt good.
You like the heat?
I love the heat.
Okay.
I do not like the cold.
Well, that's why you wanted to move to Texas.
Yes, but that's not going to happen. What I do know is I want to go somewhere where there's blue water and white beaches, but I'm going to need all my family to come with. Some of my friends, like, you know what, let's all relocate.
Let's go. When I moved down, so I grew up in North Jersey, right outside of Manhattan. Meadowlands, Rutherford, woohoo.
Those aren't the beaches I like.
Giant City, no, they're not. My sister lives by Sandy Hook now. That's a pretty beach. Sandy Hook State Park. It's or National Park. National Park.
Is it saltwater?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's nice. We have legit beaches in Jersey. It is along the Atlantic Ocean. I know lots of times I go places and don't really know where it is, but Jersey does have an ocean.
Well, I know it has to.
I know,
But I'm
I
just
know.
thinking, is that blue?
Is it blue? Well, no, I don't think the Atlantic Ocean is really very blue anywhere. It's kind of like this greenish gray color.
Yeah.
But so I lived up there, and I moved down here when I was pregnant with Andrew, and I knew no one. And his dad traveled full time, so I'm by myself. I'm pregnant. I'm in a new town. It took me. I know you gave Texas a month. It probably took me 3 years to stop wanting to go back home.
Oh,
Like every day, like I would just plan my escape back to Jersey. And then one time I went back to Jersey, and I'm like, why do I want to be here?
Mhm.
Like, you could smell Jersey, you could, like, I'm like, I live in Candyland. Why would I want to live there? We called it Candyland. It was just too, but in the beginning, oh my goodness, the fact that I couldn't walk to a store drove me nuts. Drove me insane. Or waiting in line, because people are so slow here. And I know that if you come from the South, you think we're fast, but if you come from New York, we're slow.
Well, yeah, no, that's different.
We're slow. I don't think anybody is that fast.
Yeah.
And it was hard. Here's the Facebook about the event.
Awesome.
Oh, Gina, when are you going to invite me to your show? We will share with your fans some wine and food tips.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Ooh, I am booked all through June, you're not supposed to say that. And I do have an opening next week, if that works. I had these random holes. Like, I plugged my schedule for a few months, and I missed this week and next week.
Oh, what?
And, yeah.
That works out.
I missed it. So I have an opening next week. Otherwise, we're into July. So let me know when you're available. When you're on. We are live from Shoes, Cup, and Cork is my new place because they have good Wi-Fi. We are going to change our backdrop.
People are nice downstairs, too.
Yeah, oh, they're so sweet. So last week was the first time we did it here. We
Mhm.
did the same thing I did this time. I just showed up. And I let the server, I had her come on, and I'm turning the screen, and, we're talking to her. And I'm like, oh, how long have you worked here? She's like, about a year. I'm like, oh, and do you love it? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you're going to stay here forever? She's like, no, I quit in 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, oops.
Okay.
Did anybody know that yet?
They probably did.
Yeah.
I don't think she would say that there.
No, not when she likes it. But, so, out of the box?
Out of the box.
Out of the box. Out of the box.
People like it.
I like
The
it.
fans have
So
spoken.
people have spoken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And your blog could still be
Life
out loud.
I
How do they go together?
I know. So the blog, I was trying to do the blog. Again, here's how much energy you have, right, for your life. And I was doing the blog because people didn't like my really long, or people told me I shouldn't put really, really long posts on Facebook like that.
I read them. I mean, when it doesn't.
Well, I've had 2 in the last 2 weeks, and they're the first 2 in a long, long time because I was putting them on the blog. But, I'm just like, I was sitting there, the whole smoking one.
Mhm.
I quit smoking for 15 years.
Mhm.
I picked it up a year and a half. I thought it was a little over a year ago. It's probably a little over 2 years ago. And but I didn't tell anybody.
Mhm.
I hid that. Like,
And did you stop again?
I did.
Good for you.
So it was fine. But I thought, like, I had all these stupid tapes playing in my head. Like, I don't really smoke. I'm going to deny the crap out of it. But that's not me. I quit back in the 90s. Like, I don't smoke. And I had a really hard time. And then I'm like, well, I just started, so I can quit. This is not really it. But all that is crap. I'm going to tell you, it was just as hard the second time as it was the first time.
Yeah, it's an addiction.
It is
Your
nasty.
body has to go through that whole withdrawal
Like,
phase.
nasty, nasty.
I can't do it. I don't like the smell of it. I
You're
never
lucky. You are lucky. So the difference in quitting this time, because it was a little bit easier than the first time. The first time I was quitting because my husband wanted me to, because I was a parent, because I wanted to set a good example, because...
So it wasn't because you wanted to.
No,
That's the
I
difference.
didn't want to.
Yeah, so that's the difference.
I grew up with it. I was smoking since I was 12. I was like, this is, well, my parents, like, everybody, it's just what you did. And, but this time, it was like, this is crap. I know better. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm making a juice, and I'm smoking a cigarette. Like, this is so whacked out. So what I did this time is I quit coffee first.
Oh.
So I was the coffee and cigarette. I went right back into nasty little habits, and I was too much coffee all day long, and cigarettes all day long. Like, that's what, every time I had a cup of coffee, I'd have a cigarette. I would go to work and sit in the car outside. I'd stay outside the whole time. And Kim would text me, like, will you come up now? But you can't smoke in the building. So, I would work from my car in the parking lot. Like, how stupid is that? Like, is that letting an addiction rule your life?
Yes, that is.
But here, I don't smoke. So I just sort of had, like, this come to Jesus with myself. Like, you either smoke or you don't.
Exactly. Pick one.
And if you're not going to come and be authentic and be real and admit to the world that, yes, I'm doing a really nasty thing to my body even though I know better, then you better stop.
Absolutely.
And it was just this whole internal, like, my older kids, I hid it from them until I did quit, so they never saw me smoke and until they were until now, you know. And Dylan, I don't want Dylan to see. I don't want Dylan to think it's okay. It's bad enough he's got smokers around him. I grew up with smokers, and look what happened, Like, I don't know. And I just made a decision, and that was just like...
And there you go.
And I was done. And it took a while, but after, like, a week or so, I'm like, I really quit.
There you go.
I was like, look at that. But what has happened, so in my world, I had a girlfriend who would vape all the time. She quit vaping.
I have a friend that does that too. I don't think it's. I
think
don't.
it's worse.
I don't think it's any better. Exactly. I don't think it's.
I
any better
honestly
for you.
think it's worse.
Well, I know they were saying something about it causing popcorn lungs. I haven't done the research on it because I'm not one.
But you're
to
going
do
to
it.
inhale chemicals. It's not good.
It can't be safe. Exactly. It just can't,
be
safe.
good.
So.
But so she quit, and Terry smokes, but I don't allow it anywhere in my orbit anymore. I'm one of those people, and so he has cut down dramatically.
Good for him. Is he feeling better? Has he
I
noticed
don't.
a difference?
I didn't ask. I don't know, but I do know. I walk around, and I never told anybody not to. I would just be like, "Not near me, please."
Yeah. Well, to each its own, right?
Yeah. You can't codependent no more. Everybody can do whatever they want. That's kind of the whole point.
Doesn't mean I have to be around it.
Right. Boundaries. My boundary is you don't smoke in my presence.
Exactly. Mine is don't even think about doing that in my car or my house.
I know.
Oh, you lost your mind.
You done near lost your mind.
Love people ask, can I smoke in your car? Does it look like you can smoke in my car?
Does it smell like you can smoke in my car?
Like, no.
Yeah, no.
I can't stand the smell of it, so I can't be around it. It just makes me sick.
No. It, yeah. I've got to say, like, seeing the cigarettes the first week, if I would see them in the house, I would be like, no. You know, but it was hard, like, because they're right there. But I went probably 3 or 4 months of serious cutting down, and I would steal them. Like, if I saw, like, I stopped buying them. That was what I did first. I'm just going to steal other people's. So I did that for a while. That's how I started, though. I wouldn't buy them. I was just stealing.
Okay.
And then the day I bought a pack, I'm like, holy crap.
Aren't they like $7 or $8 a pack now?
They're like 5 something, yeah.
I think in New York they're like $9 a pack.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, and when you travel, they put nasty pictures of, like, so in most other countries, almost all of them, put nasty dead people on the boxes. Like pictures of, so instead of just telling you how awful, they're showing you how awful. And it's disgusting. Like, you don't want to, like, you see them.
And people are still buying them.
And they're still buying them and smoking, but they are nasty packs of cigarettes. Like, could you see us doing that here?
Of course
Marlboro
not.
would
I think the
fit.
government really likes for us to be sick.
Well, that's a whole conspiracy theory.
Well, it is. It's just a thought.
Well, so the medical system, when Dylan was born and I went down the medical route, I had more problems as complications and side effects of the medicines than my original issues. And I got caught in this loop. And well, here, take this for this, and then you need this. And, oh, well, now you have this, and then you need this, and then you need this surgery. And
they just want us to be medicated because they make so much money off of it.
I think it's what they know, too. You know, like if you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Yeah, but sometimes I'm not sure it's really about what you know. I think it's more of they know that they can make money off of this, so they're going to push this, and they know it's going to lead to this.
Oh, I'm not that cynical.
But, you know,
you could be right, but
I don't think it's a question of being right or wrong.
I'm too Pollyanna. I really like to believe that that's just what they know. You know, like you do what you know.
I think they like us sick so they can kill us.
Well, and I think we're, so I have this conversation a lot. I have taken my lifetime supply of steroids. That's why I broke my back. I've taken my lifetime supply of Motrin. I have an ulcer the size of whatever. I was on methotrexate for so long. It's a chemo drug. I mean, so my heart and my thyroid. My heart, I needed surgery. My thyroid, they wanted to take it out, but luckily that reversed when I went off the medicine. But I've had my lifetime supply of a lot of these drugs. And so when I start to flare, you know, they're like, oh, why don't you just take steroids? Or why don't you just do this? And I can't. Well, don't you want to feel better?
And why don't
Like,
we look
for
at
5 minutes? But that's our society. Like, just fix me so I can feel better right
or
this
look
second.
at, you know, something holistic. Because, you know, there's maybe everything holistic isn't the answer, but I do think there's some truth to some of it.
Well, and a lot of it is what do we do to ourselves? Like, food-wise.
Exactly.
Or,
what are we consuming?
you know, our biggest organ is our skin. What kind of lotions and potions do you put on your skin?
Exactly. How many chemicals are we putting on our skin? And it comes down
But
to...
nobody wants to look at that.
Some do. Some people look at it and some people don't. But I do think some do. There are a lot of places that are, you know, holistic-based health places that are like, hey, why are you using chemicals? Use paraffin-free lotion. Use this, use that. Because you just, you know, why do dentists put, you know, metal in our mouth when that's going to cause mercury, possibly, poisoning? So there's little things like that where I'm like, you're giving me something that's going to cause another issue. But then, of course, you got the good doctors who are like, no, you don't need this.
No, I definitely, and you learn which doctor to go to. Like,
absolutely.
I had one doctor when I was in my whole medical whatever, that I knew would write a script for anything. Like, I could just go in and be like, and so I would do my little research and I'd go to her. I still have a bucket of pills. Like, I could treat you for just about anything.
I'm the one that's looking at the doctor. I'm like, I don't want that. What else can I have? Like, I don't want this drug. I'm like, no, I don't need it. There's been several times I have not gotten prescriptions filled.
Yeah. And I'm like that with my kids all the time.
I'm like, no.
Like, I feel like their body knows what to do. Like, so I am the last person to take a child to the doctor. And when it comes to take them to, like, the ER or urgent care, it's got to be enormous, because I will not. I feel like that I'm exposing them to so many more drugs, or so many more viruses and colds. Just walking in there, you're going to get sick. If I take a sick child in there, forget it.
Whenever I'm stuffy, literally like stuffy, and with my allergies, it can make me all clogged up. I carry peppermint oil.
Ooh, what do you do with it?
I have it on my wrist. I sometimes just open it up and breathe it in. I mean, it opens everything. So why do I need you to give me a Zyrtec? Like, what, I don't need that. So it helps with me. It may not help with everyone else,
Right.
but it helps with me. I swear by there's this one oil called Balance. I swear by that oil. I have that in my room when I go to sleep at night, and like I just feel calmer.
Do you have it in a diffuser?
Yes.
Yeah. How many diffusers do you have?
I have 3.
She's addicted. Essential oils is the answer. That's what she said. The essential oils and fashion event tonight is going to be. Oh, it's in Great Falls. I thought it was at her house.
That's all right. Great Falls is
Okay.
beautiful.
I was
6
wrong.
is a little difficult because of work,
There
but
you
I'll
go.
still try and go out there.
Yeah. No, I think I'm free tonight.
But I have to have you come out and party with me at some point. We were
Yeah.
talking about that last time.
Oh, yes. So would you like to share with everybody what your newfound party scene is?
So my newfound party scene is fetish parties.
Fetish parties. You heard it here
Yes.
first. From essential oils to fetish parties.
No, but you know what I've learned, some people have their thing that they're into.
Yes.
And I've learned that mine is, and I'm still working on the word and saying it right, exhibitionist. I like to be watched. Who knew? Oh, what's
Ho. Go roll back. You get anxiety attacks and you're an introvert, but you like to be an exhibitionist.
when it comes to that? But I'm in the right atmosphere for it.
Okay.
Because I wasn't sure how I was going to be when I first went. When I first went, I went with my ex at the time. And there was just so many different things you could try. There was wax, and there was spanking, and there was electric stuff.
What's wax?
So it's when they drip hot wax on you.
That's like a good thing?
Yes, it feels really good. But that particular time, I didn't get to try it. He didn't want to try anything, and I'm like, what are we doing at this freaking
How many
party?
people were there?
The first party, I don't know how many were there. It was a little too overcrowded for my taste.
So 50, 100, 1,000, rough.
Probably a good 200 people at that party.
Okay.
And that party we didn't stay at. But I ended up going to another party after that because I was invited to another party.
An after party.
No, a total different
a
party.
second party. Okay.
This party has maybe 100, 150 people at it,
Okay.
but it's a small venue, 3 different floors, and it's not overcrowded. He doesn't do the whole make as much money as possible. This way you can
do you
walk.
pay? Is there like
Yes.
cover
Yeah,
charge to get in?
there was cover charge.
Okay.
So it was $30 to get in, and I do it online
Okay.
ahead of time. And then what it is each floor has different things. So one floor has like a massage area where
Okay.
there's a girl who's like,
Happy ending massages?
no,
Okay.
not that.
Just
No.
checking.
Pretty woman in lingerie and
Peppermint and breathe, and then they go
Okay.
together. Okay.
pretty woman in lingerie, and she's like just massaging the person on the table with like oil.
Okay.
But people are watching because some people just like that.
Okay.
Then there's another area which was the wax table. So there's a table and there's 2 girls with wax. And if you want to participate, you can give them the wax, and the person who's manning the table will show you how to do it because you want to have it a certain feet away. You want to make sure you're not burning the person.
Burn the crap out of them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
But then the person who's on the table, like if I got on the table, I have to be okay with other people putting it on.
Okay.
So, and then if like the girls who are manning the table, they'll eventually rub it and get it all into the skin. Well, they have to ask permission for other people if they can rub it before you can say yes. And I don't mind. I'm like, I don't really care. You can go ahead and rub it all over me if you want to.
Okay.
But then
So did you get wax?
I did.
No, it's just how it's not like you're not.
It's
it's
just
not painful wax. It's like candle wax,
it's
right?
yes,
Okay.
but it's meant for skin.
Okay.
And my skin felt super soft after that.
Huh.
But then there's
Did you go to the massage table first and get oiled and then wax?
I have not
'Cause
done
that
that.
would be so soft.
I
Like
haven't
the
done that one.
combination.
No, I haven't done that one. I saw that wax table, and I'm just watching, and next thing you know, I'm like, are you taking volunteers? And the girl was like, well, we can. I'm like, oh.
Oh, you go,
I
girl.
took that dress off so fast and got up on that table.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I'm like, I'm actually out here with my clothes off now. Didn't know I was going to do that.
Oh my goodness.
And then there was fire play.
What's fire play?
So fire play is interesting. You're laying on this table, and again, my clothes are off. My underwear are on, though.
Uh-huh.
The rest of my clothes are off. And he has this wand that's on fire. And he's
I don't like this.
Well, he's just rubbing it down your body. It's fast. All you feel is heat. It feels really good, and then his hand is really warm too because his hand is in this heated.
I'm
like,
not a fan.
I,
You are not putting fire anywhere near me. I
Then
will
you-
get singed.
Then you can watch. You
Okay.
don't have to. See, that's the thing. You don't have to.
I'd watch it
unless
like
you
a
want
train
to.
wreck, though. I'd be like, because
I
it
think you-
freaks me out.
And I think you'd be more like, you would maybe be scared at first, but then when you see all the people going before you, you're just
Mhm.
like, oh, it really, because it doesn't burn.
I've walked on fire.
I haven't seen that. Seems scary to me.
Well, it kind of was. was the first time.
And it's definitely nothing like that because it's super. It just feels like heated hands on your body.
Huh.
And then I've done the spanking station.
Is this back?
So the big X,
Okay.
and then you're
Like
up
on
the
a wall? Okay.
Yep.
Like
It's a
you're
stand.
playing butts up like a kid, except.
Well, you stand up.
Okay.
So my hand is on this part of the X and on this part of the X, and I'm buckled in.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then
Okay.
your feet are against the bottom part of the X. And then there's someone with a flogger, which is like a little whip type thing,
Uh-huh.
and they're just spanking you.
Oh my
And then people
goodness.
are just watching. So those are the things I've tried so far. And I tried ropes
What's
play,
ropes?
where they tie you up and they can make shirts out of it, or they can tie you up to a contraption.
Did you get tied up to a contraption?
I got
This
tied up
is
to-
like 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes, it is, but maybe not so love story.
Okay.
Or a crazy dude.
Right.
But yeah, I think that one and that was super fun too. It's just fun. It's just the people don't know.
I think it blows my mind that you are an introvert and described anxiety attacks, yet this is okay.
I don't know how it happened. I tried one thing. I felt super comfortable with everyone there. And that's the thing too. I think it's also because I feel comfortable. A lot of the people there are doing the same thing I'm doing. We're all just here to see the show, here to participate, here to dance. I mean, and
So it's like
not
a regular party going on around
it
it?
happens monthly.
Okay.
And there's no judging. When you
Mhm.
see people showing, because everyone has to wear costumes.
Okay.
So you have on fetish attire, or you have on, pretty much fetish attire, costumes, whatever it is you want to wear, except not regular clothes.
Okay.
People are showing up there, all shapes and sizes, and they are strutting their stuff, showing their body, and they're doing it in confidence, which you don't see every day.
Right.
So I'm just like, you know what? This is awesome.
Huh.
Everyone thinks you're great, and I like that. I'm just like, you encourage people to try something new, and they can't believe they tried it and they liked it. I mean,
Was it empowering?
it is. It's super fun.
You know I want to go.
Yeah, I will.
I don't think I would participate though.
Then just watch.
But I kind of
There's
feel like
several
I
bars.
want to go.
There's several bars. There's
Uh-huh.
dance floor. It's live music, so it's a live DJ with a band, and they play together, and it's awesome. So no matter what, you can have a good time. And they have like this rope swing, just a swing, just like back in childhood. You're just sitting on a swing, and you're swinging over the audience, which is kind of neat.
Oh, that's super cool. So
Yeah.
I would do that all day
Yeah, so
long.
and then there's people who are dancing on the stripper poles,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's people who doing the aerial yoga. I mean, so there's a lot you can just watch. That's all it is. You just watch.
And they're held every month.
they're held every month. It's super fun.
And it's like the same core group of people.
It's the same person that's putting on the event, and so
Oh,
far
okay.
it's been pretty much a lot of the same people I've met.
And
the
it's
last
not
several
like
parties.
sleazy. It's not like
Mm-mm.
sketch or anything.
No, there's no sex. That's
Okay.
not allowed.
Uh-huh.
Guys and girls cannot show their private areas right there. That's not
Okay.
allowed. And girls cannot show nipples.
Okay.
So it has to be covered. So most people have on pasties or something like that.
Okay.
If you're going to take your bra off, which my bra has come off quite a few times.
Bob goes, where can we sign up?
I will send you guys invites if you
There
like.
you
It
go.
is
You
super
ask
fun.
and you shall
Yeah.
receive.
And I usually have on a mask, so
Mhm.
people don't really know who I am. Because there are pictures being taken there.
Oh, do they get posted or put
No.
anywhere? Or?
No. The only place they can be posted on is the fetish site. That's the only site they can be posted on.
Okay.
But that's why people wear masks, just to make sure.
Do a lot of people wear masks?
Oh yeah, a lot of people have on masks. No, I
Have you ever ran into anyone you knew?
No.
How many
I have
parties have
not.
you been to?
I think I'm on 4 now.
Okay.
Yeah. So no. One of my pictures, actually, my mask was not even on, and I popped up on their website, and I'm like, oh, that's me on that table getting waxed. But my face wasn't being shown.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, that is totally me. I can see my tattoo.
Oh, no. Identifying marks.
So it was quite funny. So yes, I would recommend wearing a mask for sure. It's the safer thing to do.
Oh, my goodness. So,
But
you
yeah,
know,
pictures not allowed to be posted on your Facebook page at all. It can only be on the fetish page, which is only designed. It only has those 3 people who are at the party.
Okay.
You're not allowed, which is why I can't tell the location of the party. None of that doesn't come out until the day of the event. They keep it.
Oh, you don't even know where it is.
Exactly. They keep it very.
So you
strict.
you pay to go to the party, but you don't know where the party
And
is.
I know it's in DC, and then
Okay.
they send literally at noon that Saturday. They send you an email here's the address to where we're going to be. Do not tell anybody where you're going to be unless it's people going to that party, because it's not meant to be open to the public.
Right.
It's only for the people who want to go, who pay for it, who are keeping their mouth shut, and you sign a form and everything.
Huh.
Because you want to know that what you're doing
So is it
going to
held
be
at like a regular club? Like they pick a club or a venue, or is it someone's house?
It's like a bar,
Okay.
bar/club type of thing. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's nobody's house.
You
No.
learn something new every day.
Yes.
Every damn day.
And there's free parking, which is awesome. There's plenty of parking.
Free
on the
parking in
street.
DC.
Yeah. Well, the places he's had them has all been awesome parking. I literally just parked right on the street. I may have had the furthest I probably have walked is maybe 1 block.
Huh.
Although it's quite interesting because the last one I went to, I'm like, it's hot outside. I do not want to put on a coat, but you're not gonna walk around the street. So I had on like a long shirt because I was wearing a harness style skirt, which is completely see through.
Okay.
And I just had on underwear and then a bra. I'm like, I can't walk around the streets of DC like this. People
Well,
won't
no,
think I'm a hooker.
they'll be throwing you money.
Exactly. Although if they want to throw me money and I don't have to do anything, pay off my college debt, I'm all for it. They're like,
oh, college debt. So, all right, I'm going to change subjects really quick here.
Absolutely.
College debt. How did you cover the whole cost? Did you have help? Did you have loans? Did you have savings? How did you do it?
I paid for it myself. With some of it I paid outright, and some of it is on financial aid.
Okay. So I grew up, I paid my own way. I didn't graduate, though. I dropped out and whatever. Had a baby and life moved on. But I paid for it myself when I went. My ex his parents paid the full ride for his bachelor's and his master's at Hopkins. So we came from two completely different mindsets, you know. What we have agreed to in our divorce is we each are responsible for half of what in-state tuition would be for each kid. So if they choose to go out of state, we don't have to pick it up. But I'm looking at other, like, I think there's something to be said. So I'm starting to wonder. Jason, my middle son, he's at UVA. He's doing great. He's in their engineering program, great grades, all of that. But he doesn't push himself, I guess. He's not really motivated to get a job because he doesn't have to. And so I'm starting to wonder, now Andrew dropped out like I did, you know, and went on his own. And so he was kind of motivated. So I'm a little mad that I paid for out-of-state private college for a year that went nowhere. But he was motivated to work and do things. And I don't know if we weren't footing the whole bill, if he would be more motivated. Now, I paid my own way, and I still dropped out. So I'm starting to really kind of look like what works best. And I know people who, you know, like you're paying your college loans forever. You know, like some people just pay their college or stuff paying forever.
Time. Yeah, I think it just depends on the child. I think it's just different. No matter what, if my mom paid for it, I was going to go, or if me paying for it, I was going to go. But it had to be when I was ready. So I didn't get my degree until 5 years ago. Okay. Yeah, I didn't do it the standard way. I first attempted college, and I was like, this isn't going to work for me. I then went away to college, and I'm like, this still isn't going to work for me. So I went when I was ready. And it just came down to that. And once I was ready, there was no stopping me.
It was easy. It was what you wanted. It was.
Exactly. Even though I knew I was about to incur debt, I did not like it. But I still don't like it.
Yes. Well, the interest rates are amazing, though, right?
Yeah, they're not bad. But, you know, they used to be at a point where they were only like 4%. Well, now they've gone up. Some of them have gone up to 6% now.
Oh,
so some of
I didn't know they were that high.
Yeah, some of my subsidized loan are 6%. The ones that are at 2 and 3%, okay, fine, I'm fine with. So I've been tackling the ones that are at the higher percentage so I can get rid of those sooner.
Right.
I'm just like, what else can I do to make money?
You can wear your fetish dress on the streets in D.C.
Well, actually, I work some of the events now.
Oh, do you? Do you get paid to work them?
I do. I'll start getting paid on the next one.
Now that you're experienced. I don't know. My brain is constantly, so this whole flare has me all thinking about downsizing and simplifying, and I should have bought a main level master, and what was I thinking, and, you know, all sorts of ways, because here's your energy. I'm exhausted, you know, so how do I get rid of some here so I can put some more back in work or back in something else? And I've really been, my brain is definitely working on additional ways to bring in income, additional
Mhm.
ways to reduce expenses. And
Absolutely.
I don't carry debt. I don't have debt. I don't, I have a decent amount of savings, but not where
you'd like to
not
be.
where I'd like to be.
I'm the same boat with that. Not where I'd like to be. But I
Right.
do have debt, which is my college debt, and of course my house.
Right.
But sometimes I'm just like, man, I wish I didn't have either one of those.
I know, right? Hey, Corey. Good morning. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really into simplifying. Like we have the cutest little house in the world. It's on 3 acres.
I love
and
your house.
I was driving out looking at the weeds this morning, and I can't pull them. It's like a soul crusher, Like it's not hard to pull weeds, but I can't do it.
Just spray some Roundup on them.
Can't do that. Chemical burn the
Oh,
whole
that's
world.
true. Okay.
And I live in.
Well,
I'm
what-
on a natural spring. I'm not.
What's
gonna,
a natural way to get rid of weeds? Is there something natural we
I
can?
believe it's your hand
Well, I'm wondering if there's anything else that we could put on.
that could kill them.
Yeah, you know how they say baking soda helps whiten things. Well,
I
I'm
didn't know
wondering if
that.
baking soda is a great thing to help whiten. So I'm wondering if maybe there's something that we could put on. Google.
Google.
We're gonna
We're gonna
PhD in
Google that.
Google.
How do we get rid of weeds naturally?
Yeah, I'm wondering without having to use the energy of pulling.
Right.
If not, I'll come over and pull your weeds. I like your house.
It's so cute.
It is
isn't
adorable.
It is the cutest little house, but it's completely overrun right now. The only other way I know of is writing a check and paying somebody else to pull them. But
I mean, you have kids at that house. Why can't they do some chores?
amen, sister. Amen.
Chores?
I know. Well, Dylan has a fair amount of little chores now. He loves the house. He loves doing the trash. He loves
Well, there you go.
cutting flowers, and he's got a fair amount of chores. We'll have to get on Terry for his kids.
Mm-hmm. Chores. Everyone should have some chores.
Seriously, we got plenty of weeds. We can keep you all busy forever.
Saturday morning, before you go out, get out there and do those.
Even if I just made them pull the weeds from the driveway, it would probably take there's 7 of them. It would probably take them all day. Like that. It's a big driveway. It's a big yard.
We'll look up and see if there's something natural.
There's got to be
different
something
ways
help
to do it.
because it's getting bad. And driving out, it's like soul crushing. Like I look at that and I know I'm like I could knock it out, but I can't all at the same time. And I'm just like, Urgh.
But don't be. You gotta listen to your body too.
I know.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Simplify. Travel with my children,
Mm-hmm.
and sell more real estate in Northern Virginia. Text
Mhm.
her up.
There you go.
All right, what time is it? Have we chatted long? Oh, we are over our hour.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if 4 of you hung in there the whole time. It's been going up and down, but I think some of you have been with us the whole time. We are now called Live Out of the Box.
Yes.
Yes, we've named the show where we have a little bit of a format. There's no new book for this week because there isn't, because she's a guest from when we had Wi-Fi
I
failure.
can get another book.
What book would you get?
I don't know. I'll email you today. I've got a ton of books.
Okay. Did you bring the other book?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
And we have to give away the subtle art. And I don't know who's going to... Oh, look at the hearts! See, that makes me so happy. We still have to pick our winner from last week. That didn't happen because we started talking about everything out of the box. All right, guys. Have a great Thursday. Have a good day. We need a slogan at the end. Wouldn't that be cool to end it with like the same thing?
One more day till Friday.
Well, most of my friends are in real estate, and that just means we work harder
You
on
work harder,
Saturday and
okay.
Sunday. So that doesn't... Yeah, Friday doesn't really... Monday is as close to a day off. It's almost Monday. Okay, kids. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week. Bye. How do I do this? There we go.